And how many pounds of sweat are you gonna drip today?
I am going to drip. I can't tell you how excited I am to get in this mine again. This will be our third season going into this mine. As you can see, we've got a little bit of equipment there starting, but this is actually the very first day. We're gonna have lots of fun today. We're gonna have major discoveries. So stay tuned with us. So enjoy. Come on out to the mine with me. Here we go. We're gonna be working real hard here at the site today. We gotta set up, we gotta get everything going. So I'm gonna park the car here and we're gonna start to set up. You're gonna see a heck of a lot of equipment here. All right, we are officially on site. Muster points, safety, first aid, parking lot right here. That's all reclamation there. We're gonna get into that, and then the action is up top here. That's where. All right, so we're gonna get going. So I can't tell you how excited I am to be here. We had some experience the last 2 years. That was very difficult, but those 2 years have led to this year. So I'm really excited to be here. I couldn't believe that we actually had the chance to go in again, and I'm obviously excited to work with Hillside again. Thank you guys. Great. We're registered with Stars Ambulance, so if we do have an injury, we'll be able to go to the top call. There'll be a helicopter pad. We're all set up there. Action's going to be up there. Reclamation's going to be down there. Muster point right in the middle. So you know what? We're good to go. Other than that, guys, you know what? We're going to have lots of fun today. Let's go find some fossils. Right on, guys. Thanks very much. Let's give her. Let's give her. Daniel right now is actually teaching Richie. He hasn't mined ammonite before. Okay. So he's going to get Richie to shadow him a little bit. Sure. And it's a huge learning curve, because if you go down too much on an angle, if you go down on a 90-degree angle, you're actually going to bust open the fossil. So the whole goal is that we get the fossils in a concretion form rather than busted up. So if Richie goes in like this, he's going to cut him in half. If he goes in like this, perfecto, kind of an idea. So there is a learning curve with mining for ammonite, especially in this area. So he's going to teach him that, but we're going to start stripping here. We're going to get going here pretty quick.
Jason.
Yeah.
With the big earth movers that I just filmed, yep. So they're taking the topsoil and they're going down the hill. Where are they going?
So they're taking the topsoil. They're actually putting it where we're reclaiming.
Right.
So obviously obviously I don't want to move dirt for nothing. So we need to move it so that it's efficient enough. So the area that I'm clearing, the topsoil, is actually going to be used for reclamation. So good deal. Move dirt once. Less expenditure over there, more expenditure where the action is. So 100%. Topsoil is gold. If you lose it, you lose the ability to reclaim your area. You'd have to actually probably bring in topsoil. So all of this is, like prairie gold, if you will, kind of an idea. So.
And how many pounds of sweat are you gonna drip today?
I'm going to drip. Guys, this is awesome. You should see what's happening behind me here. We have 2 excavators at once. But this is where the action is. So what we're doing is you want to look at those piles, because even in that scoop, there could be a chunk of ammolite. You look at the piles, but you also look at the excavator itself. What you're looking for, and you can see how Dan is dumping, he's dumping it nice and soft because he's looking for chunks. But ultimately, what we're looking for is we're looking for one of these buckets to hit something. You're going to hear a large bang or a vibration in the actual machine itself, and that's going to be an ammonite concretion. Then they're going to pull it out as gently as possible, and then we're going to take a look at it. A really exciting stuff. Every single scoop that they take could actually be a fossil every single time. Now it's just a waiting game. Now I'm going to sit on my little perch here like an eagle, and I'm going to watch to see if I can see any color inside that pit. So you guys stay tuned. That's what we're looking for down there. That's dark bear paw shale. That's what we want to see. Now inside that there could be a fossil 2 inches in. And we don't know until we scrape her down and check her out. Everything that's being cleared here, we still need to check to see if there's any ammonite fossil. So this is a great example of a piece of ammonite that's too close to the surface. If they're too close to the surface, they're no good. Too much oxygen, too much water. We're all over the place. We're all over the place. It's really exciting. Really good signs here today. Woo! That's great. All right, let's go back to the action. This is where the real action here happens underneath us. There could be 200 fossils underneath us. We just don't know. So there's a good example right there. You can see the burnt just right under the topsoil, right to the top. Too burnt for me to do anything with it, but again, you can just see how loaded this area is. All dead stuff there. Too close to the top, too oxidized. Yeah, there's no gemstone left on it. It's dead. So basically what happens is the sun, water, oxygen gets to it. It degrades the outside of the shell. The outside shell turns from aragonite and turns to calcite. And it just whitens out and then eventually disappears. These things are 65 million years old. I wish I looked that good at 65 million years old. See right here? There's that 45-degree angle that Dan is creating right now. Again, we're doing that so that we don't go straight down and destroy the fossil. We do it at a 45 so we can feel the impact of the fossil and then we can excavate it out properly. All right, well, we found our first concretion here minutes into mining. Dan was able to get this guy out whole. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my safeties on and I'm gonna crack this guy open and let's see what we've got. Let's see what we got. So the first thing we wanna knock off all of the hard around it. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for a seam. If I can find a seam, that's where the animal begins inside the actual concretion itself. 65 million years old. I'm the first person to actually touch this with my hands. Dan was the first guy to excavate this. Just how awesome is this? And I'm still looking for that seam. Isn't this cool? Look at this guy. So here we might have a seam. So let's see. I'm gonna get Dan to crush it.
Cool.
Can you crush that thing for me with your bucket? Give her a shot, please. Yeah. Thank you. This is an ammonite. You know, maybe we can get Dr. Collum or Dr. Paul when they come out and visit the mine. Maybe they'll be able to identify this. So you know what? I'm going to keep this chunk aside and let's get some expert opinion, guys.
Cool.
You also see a big burnt concretion right there. That thing's probably almost 2 feet across. The whole goal is to find that same concretion, but a lot deeper. And it's 2 inches at a time, guys. We're scraping 2 inches at a time to make sure that we do not bust any concretion that's in there. So right now, this is the exciting part. We're in new ground here, and Dan or Richie could hit a fossil at any second. You always have a spotter looking at that in case the operator can't see it. So I'm always looking at the bottom where Dan's pulling out that screen. I'm looking at the bottom for color and he's looking at the top for a conclusion. Right here we have some pretty good dragon skin. Looks pretty good, multiple color. We got reds, greens. Yeah, this is good stuff. 65 million year old fossils, Dan just found it. That's fantastic. Look at this guy. Wow, yeah. That's not too bad. And then the animal comes in here like a disc. The outside pieces, which of course is covered in gemstone as well. That's why ammonite is just an unbelievable animal, and the fact that it gives us so much gemstone from one concretion. So now, if we can find the middle guy, we're laughing. That's really good stuff. That's a good start. Other than that, you know what? I would have liked to find a lot more fossils by now. That's for sure. Because right now I'm paying to dig dirt. You can actually see. There's the animal there, and the animal forms itself and grows and grows and grows and grows into this massive spiral. You know, I'll tell you what, let's pop this guy. I'm going to try to pop it here to see if there's any gemstone on the inside there. There's definitely some color. I can see some blues, maybe some reds, a little bit of greens, a little bit of calcite in here. But you know what? I'm sure glad I popped this because it just shows you never know what you get inside. Right on. We'll beat this guy. Real nice red. This is red to transition to green. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's a nice piece there. That's a keeper. Reds like this, dude, this is great. This is beautiful. You know, reds like this. This stuff is really nice that when you have it on an angle, you'll see transitions to green, into orange, to yellow. Yeah, this is nice. That's very nice. Very nice. Right now, I'm kind of keeping an eye on the weather. That's something, you know, we are out in the middle of nowhere. I'm not kidding you. If we see inclement weather coming in, we have to get out. The dozer will actually physically have to pull us all out. So we always watch for the weather around here. As I said at the meeting this morning, one honk, we all kind of look up, we all muster point, we all get out and wait till it passes. So something we really got to keep an eye on out here. Yeah, you know what? If we get a really good storm, Jordan, I'm gonna run my fat ass up there and I'm gonna do a Gandalf. You shut up, ass! I'll try it. I don't know if it'll work. All right, so right now, guys, I gotta go down and I gotta check our deep pit. You know, I really want to be able to dig super deep this season. But you know what? As you can see, we've had lots of rain here, so I'm just going to check the pit. Oh man. Yeah, so what water means to me, water means delay. So it's gonna cost me more money to, that's brutal. It's gonna be too deep for buckets. So I'm gonna have to get a pump. I don't know if Hillside has a pump, but this is gonna cost me time. So it is what it is. I'll be back. This is gonna cost me money. Might have buried it. That's happened before. So as Dan's coming up, I'm popping, I crack something, I walk away. Dan has another fossil, puts it on top of my pins, everything. I've lost hundreds of these. No bueno. Now this is where we want to find it. Yeah, all load this stuff. We'll meet you back at Mustard. She's done. She's done today. She's done.
What's the goal for tomorrow?
What's that?
What's the goal for tomorrow?
I don't want to start to freak out and get all low self-esteem that we're not finding anything right now. That's mining. This is the way it goes. I still have a good feeling about this. We're still going to keep going forward, and then again we'll see what happens tomorrow. We did find some fossils today. Again, I would have liked to find more, but such is life. It's all good. We're gonna load her up and get out of here.